Irena Sibley, the 16th of June 1943 to 29 March 2009. Born Irena Justina Pauliukonis, was an Australian artist, writer, illustrator of children's books, and art teacher. Personal life. Her mother Anel and father Zenonas Pauliukonis fled communist-occupied Lithuania in 1946 when Irena was a baby. The Pauliukonis family immigrated to Australia via refugee camps in Freiburg, Germany, where her brother Vidas was born, and Naples, Italy. The family arrived in Sydney, Australia on 31 December 1949 and settled in Bathurst, before establishing their family home in Cabramatta in Sydney's western suburbs. Irena Pauliukonis married artist Andrew Sibley in 1967 and had two sons, Benedict and Jonathan. The Sibley family lived in Albert Park, where she was involved in the Save Albert Park protest movement against the Australian Grand Prix. In the 1990s, the Sibley family established a property and artist's studio in Flowerdale, Victoria in the 1970s and 1980s. With spectacular terraced gardens which have been featured in House and Garden magazine. The property was successfully defended by the family from the Black Saturday 2009 bushfires, with only minor damage sustained, due largely to a sprinkler system and the strategic planting of fire-retardant vegetation. Career. Irena Sibley graduated in Fine Arts in 1964 from the National Arts School in Sydney. In 1967, she established the art department at Xavier Preparatory School in Melbourne, and taught there on and off for 13 years. She was an art teacher at Furbank Girls Grammar School from 1982 to 2007. Her first book, Rainbow, was published in 1980, as both a children's book and handmade artist's book, and her children's books have included the best-selling The Bilbies' First Easter, When the Sun Took the Colors Away, 1991, and Zara's Zoo, 2001. Sibley's artworks are held in the collections of the State Library of Victoria and the National Library of Australia, as well as many private collections. Sibley has published over a dozen children's books, 6 handmade limited edition books, and many bookplates for private collectors. Her artwork employs a range of techniques, including hand-colored lino cuts, scratchboard, and, later in her career, acrylic painting. Stylistically, her work can reflect Eastern European printmaking traditions, as well as contemporary representations of Australia's natural environment. Easter Bilby works. Irena Sibley was a passionate environmentalist, with a love for Australia's native flora and fauna. This love is reflected in many of her works, particularly An Alphabet of Australian Wildflowers, 1988, and her Easter Bilby series. Irena Sibley believed that rabbits pose a serious threat to Australia's natural environment. See environmental issues in Australia, and supported moves to replace the Easter Bunny with the Easter Bilby in Australian Easter celebrations. Sibley produced 3 Easter Bilby books between 1994 and 2000. The best-selling The Bilbies' First Easter, 1994, The Bilby and the Bunyip, 1998, and Grandma Bilby, Mr. Budge and the Easter Tree, 2000. List of works. Written and illustrated children's books. Rainbow. Griffin Books 1980. The Other Tansy. Sugar and Snails, 1985. William the Wizard Who Wasn't. 5 Mile Press 1986. When Herb's Mess Grew. Reed Heinemann 1990. When the Sun Took the Colors Away. Heinemann 1992. The Bilbies' First Easter. Silver Gum Press 1994. The Bird Woman. Silver Gum Press 1995. The Bilby and the Bunyip. Lothian 1998. Grandma Bilby, Mr. Budge and the Easter Tree. Lothian 2000, Zara's Zoo, an Absidaria, Lothian 2001, Greta the Garbo, Lothian 2002. Illustrated children's books. The Trouble with Peggotty. Author, Mary Small. Rue Books 1984. The Last Voyage of the Araminta. Author Lynn Duncan. Sensicorn Books. 1985. The Lady Down the Road. Author Jill Morris. Silver Gum Press 1994. The Wish Flower. Author Jen McVeigh. Heinemann 1996. In Big Trouble. Author Diane Bates. Zipper Books 1996. Handmade limited edition books. Rainbow. 1980. William the Wizard Who Wasn't. 3 Variations. 1985. 1986. The Calming of Harry. 1987. An Alphabet of Australian Wildflowers. 1988. When Herbs Mess Grew. 1989. When the Sun Took the Colors Away. 1991. Other works. Self-Portrait of the Artist's Wife. Littlewood Press 2007. Ode to Living Things. Author Lynn Strawn Duncan. 2009. Collections and Awards. Irena Sibley's limited edition books and original artworks are held in many private collections in Australia, Europe, Japan, and the U.S., and in public collections including Furbank Girls Grammar School, National Library of Australia, State Library of Queensland, University of Melbourne, State Library of New South Wales, Mitchell Wing, State Library of Victoria. In 2008, Sibley claimed the Keith Wingrove Award, a national accolade that recognizes excellence in bookplate art and design. Sibley received the Bookplate Award for her work for artist Charles Blackman. Image Gallery. Sibley, Irena. Self-Portrait of the Artist's Wife. Hanley, Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, England. The Littlewood Press. 2007. ISBN 1-905611-161. Australian distributor The Fine Art Circle. P.O. Box 7. Central Park, Victoria 3145. Review of Self-Portrait of the Artist's Wife. http www.emsa.aq. edu. AWSR, new_site, AWBR_archive, 145 Fox. HTML. Interview Willie Carney 15 May 1992. http www.australianartgallery.com. CGI bin, v_artist. Place. Age =386.